What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV, your boy CJ Goodfella. Blessings to everybody out there on the grind. Reviewing Adam Kownacki beating Gerald Washington in 2 rounds. Let's talk about it. Gerald Washington came out there trying to jab, and he came out there real stiff, didn't use his height. Adam Kownacki just came out there, throwing blazing punches. And, pretty much Washington couldn't take the pressure or the power or the strength of Adam Kownacki. He tried to get back to basics and jab, 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 but I believe he cut Kownacki with a punch. Kownacki seen the blood, and pretty much that was a turning point in the whole fight. It only lasted 2 rounds. Kownacki seen the blood coming out his eye, and he went ape shit and started beating the hell out of Gerald Washington, dropped him, and eventually stopped him. Kept dropping him, stopped him, and the referee stopped it for the most part. Kownacki was just too strong, too hot for Gerald Washington. Washington just seemed like he didn't want to be there. Seemed like he didn't have the heart or the will to be in the ring. And you can't just turn the athlete. He was a football player at UFC into a boxer. Kownacki beat him more impressively than Big Baby Miller did. You know what I'm saying? And Charles Martin had more heart and more chin and more will than Gerald Washington did. Gerald Washington, he just don't have a heart of a fighter at this point, or a spirit of a warrior. He just got ran out the ring. We seen Charles Martin take punishment from Kownacki and give it back to him for what, 10, 12 rounds. Gerald Washington, he couldn't even take the pop for 2 full rounds. And he needed to be advised to hang it up. Seriously, he needs to be advised to go ahead, put the gloves up, get that last check. There's no need to see him fight again. Now, if he was to fight again, how about fighting Charles Martin? You know what I'm saying? I think Charles Martin would beat Gerald Washington. You know what I'm saying? Gerald Washington was living off the fact that he gave Deontay Wilder some fits, and he was holding his position, and the height and the length was giving Wilder some fits. But people forget Wilder was coming off a bicep injury and a hand injury. He just didn't seem to be himself that night, but eventually he caught Washington, and Washington went down. And Washington was legitimately running from Kownacki last night. This is like putting a fucking kitty cat in there with a leopard, or putting a pit bull in there with a chihuahua. That's exactly what it was. Washington probably had the size and the strength, and he was in better physical peak. He appeared to be in better shape, but his chin wasn't in better shape. He didn't do enough chin ups. You know what I'm saying? And he just got hurt with everything Kownacki threw. And I don't think Kownacki is that big of a puncher. And Kownacki came in looking like some melted ice cream in the ring, and that shows you once again body physique doesn't win fights. You know what I'm saying? Kownacki just was pouring it on Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington was, trying to run away. He was trying to hold his ground and jab real hard. And he didn't have nothing behind his punches to fear Kownacki. Once he cut him in the first round, second round, Kownacki came out, and went apeshit on him, and dog walked him from rope to rope to post. And pretty much that was all she wrote. And I'll be doing a video about who I want to see Kownacki fight a little bit later. I definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. But like I said before, Gerald Washington, if he going to fight on, he should fight Charles Martin, lose or retire. But I prefer to see him retire because, Kownacki shouldn't be hurting you like that. You shouldn't be getting blew out by Kownacki in 2 rounds. He ain't known as a murderous puncher or a treacherous puncher. Not in the ring. He not known as that, man. But, once again, it just shows that Kownacki must got better power, better skills than Big Baby Miller, because he ran Washington clean out the fucking ring, clean out the ring. Or it must just show Washington just didn't have the will to fight no more. And we seen, Charles Martin, take more abuse than Gerald Washington and still stand up to him. So, it is what it is, man. Goodfella Sports TV. Let me know what y'all thought about the heavyweight fight. It was a good fight card except for the first opening fight. And the prelims was pretty good, too. You had Gary Russell brother, little Christopher B. Hop Cobra, I believe, got the decision as well, too. Only bad fight was the guy from Mongolia and the guy from Cuba. But don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter. Also, can reach out to me in the email if you got a question, inquiry, sponsorship, whatever the situation may be. Also, you can check out my Patreon. It's only $2 for hardcore boxing fans. Got a lot of raw and uncensored content on there as well. And if you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's always there. You can do me one better and just share the videos, man. After January 31st, YouTube will no longer be auto-sharing the videos to Twitter and Google+, so you'll no longer be seeing my content upload to Twitter automatically. So, hopefully you guys can share the videos and kind of replace that stupid thing that YouTube did. But it is what it is. We still gonna adjust. We still gonna power through. We gonna do a little bit of finesse. But you know who it is? Your boy CJ Goodfella, Goodfella Sports TV. One time for the one time. We gonna continue to grind. What up, though, to all my Detroit players and my East Coast and Midwest Cat Pillars? We gone.